1. Looks are the most important factor for man's dating success.
Okay, I think that looks definitely plays a very important part in dating in general. I think people who say looks aren't everything is a little bit of a lie, because
Well, they aren't everything, but there's something.
looks aren't everything, but looks are important because you need to be attracted to the person that you're going to get intimate with and physical with. You can't look at someone and be like, don't really want to kiss you, but you know what I'm saying? You want to be attracted to them. And that's not to say that some people are attractive and some people aren't. Like, the way I look at it is there's someone out there for everyone, because everyone's got different taste. Like, I might say somebody is really fit and one of my friends might be like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, most of the guys that I've liked and thought were good looking, all of my friends would be like, because
Really?
we've all got different tastes. So it's not saying that person's ugly, but it's ugly to somebody else and not somebody else.
Yeah, you like a bit of a gut, don't you?
Yeah, I like a guy with a little bit of a belly.
You like some chubby ones. Is there any chubby guys out there?
I like
That's
a
what Sabi's
guy
into.
that's got like nice arms and stuff, but has like a little bit of a belly. Little bit of a belly.
But do you like that line under the waist?
What do you mean lying under the waist? What is that?
You know when you put on too much weight and you got the line on your stomach?
I don't mind it.
You don't mind it? Hey
I
guys,
don't mind
listen.
it.
Sabi don't care about weight, okay?
It's more
you bring the
about-
money, she gonna stay.
Michael,
I'm joking.
that's not true. I think, okay, my answer to this though is that I do think looks are important. They're not everything, but it matters to who you're gonna talk to and entertain in the first place, because you've got to have some sort of initial attraction.
What about like in the face? You know, like they say some guys, if they haven't got like the chin, they kind of, you know, some of them like they sink into the, is that a put off for you?
No, I
No?
think everyone's just got different facial structures that they might prefer and some that they don't. But there's nothing to say that guys, I know I'm going to get grilled in the comments for this and everyone's going to jump down my throat, but there's nothing to say that guys with more, say, chiseled jaws are going to be winning and getting all the women. But I know everyone's going to disagree with me, so go for it, whatever.
more guys with chiseled jawlines probably will, but it's not to say other guys that don't have as chiseled
Can't,
jawlines
yes.
won't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my jawline is not as chiseled as like some of my friends. Not even close, but like it's you know, it's, you don't have to have a fucking Johnny Bravo jawline to get girls. It's not a big deal.
I mean, Johnny Bravo's one's not even nice.
Yeah, because he's a cartoon character.
Ain't it like...
No, you're thinking of like the Crimson Chin.
2. Women care about looks more than men.
False.
That's bullshit. That's
Biggest bullshit I've ever heard.
definitely bullshit. Women do care about looks.
Men are the most shallow human beings on this earth,
No.
and men date for looks, and that's why you'll see a lot of men with pretty girls with no substance just because she's pretty.
I do
I
think.
sound like an incel right now.
Yeah, you sound like a femcel. I do think guys care more about looks.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a couple of friends that are not, they're not great looking, and their girlfriends are all good looking. And girls care about other things. Not to say they don't care about looks, they definitely do. Not to the same scale as men do, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's why these girls with BBLs and all that on Instagram, they're so popular. They're not popular because of other women. They're popular because of men.
Mm-hmm.
They only have millions of followers because of men. They've definitely got their female followers, but these girls that are out there doing the most on Instagram, twerking and that, and I hate it. World Stars turned into the most annoying page to follow, but people are tuning in. So
Yeah. Like, if you see a girl post a picture in a bikini, she'll get like 40,000 likes, and then you see a girl post a picture all covered up,
Yeah.
and she only gets like 1,000 likes.
yeah, it's true. So yeah, I disagree with that point. Definitely men.
3. This is mainly because women are much more selective in their mate choice. Their dating strategy can be compared to a single-line fisherman trying to catch the highest quality fish. Meanwhile, 4, most men take whatever they can get. They're like sea trawlers throwing a big net into the ocean, picking up whatever. There's a lot of men out there that will pretty much go with anyone, attractive or unattractive.
Okay. I'm going to disagree with that one, and I
On
will go
what part?
all of it. I will go back to the phrase of it. All right. So the reason why I'm disagreeing with this is because it depends on what context it's being used in. If we're talking about men actually finding a partner to settle down with, I don't think that they just settle for anything. And I think that they are very, very, very selective.
That's true.
Yeah. So it goes back to the saying of women fuck who they want, men fuck who they can, women marry who they can, men marry who they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think if he was talking about casual dating, then I'd say, yeah, guys, especially much younger guys, I don't think guys my age are doing it as much, but definitely younger guys that are new in the dating scene, they are casting a wide net. You've heard of this thing called AFK pussy, right? Have you heard of it? So AFK pussy was, I don't know if they still do it, but on Tinder, you wouldn't even look, right? AFK means away from keyboard. So you're not even looking, you're just going like this.
Oh, okay.
And you're going to see what matches. Because, you know, like, guys don't get as many matches as girls. If you sign up to Tinder, you're gonna get 100 matches in that day, 100%. But the hell was that?
The heater.
Oh. But if a guy signs up to Tinder, he's probably gonna get 1, 2, 3. You know, if he's really good looking, he might get 5, 6 a day, maybe. And that might be pushing it as well. And that's if he's really active on there. The rate at which guys get attention when it's casual dating versus women is night and day. You can go outside right now. If you wanted to, you can go outside right now and you will find someone to sleep with you before the night is over. Quite easily. I can wager within the hour. If I go outside and do that, the police will be here within 10 minutes. It's just not the same game. And that is, again, largely because there's just a lot of men out there that are in the dating pool. They don't care as much. I'm not saying they don't care at all. I'm not saying guys are out here sleeping with people they think are 0 out of 10s, but men are definitely casting a wider net when it comes to that. But for marriage, it's flipped on its head. It's completely flipped on its head. And it's the same thing we were talking about. As men get older and women get older, the dating scene like shifts on its head completely. But when they're younger and out in the casual scene, it is the other way around.
5. Looks is becoming even more important for guys now because of the explosion of online dating apps.
Yeah, but I think that's true for women as well. It's not just men. Women are constantly updating. So he said that men having to be more attractive is becoming physically attractive is becoming more of a thing now because of dating apps. But that's also true for women. Like Instagram is the biggest dating app. What do you see women doing? Putting filters on their faces. There's some girl here that I watch her videos. Like she does a lot of fitness. She's really big, and she removed the filter on one of her videos, and I couldn't believe it. It looked like a completely different person, and I couldn't even tell. The filters have gotten that good that I could not tell.
Yeah, we all know this. Right. So my opinion on this is, if we're looking at it from a women's perspective, yes, there's a lot of women online who edit their pictures a lot, and then it makes other women say not feel good enough, so then they're doing it, and then before you know it, there's a high percentage of women editing their pictures online. Now, from my various discussions that I've had on this topic, it's evident to me that not a lot of males can tell when a picture has actually been edited or not. Like, I've shown men pictures and said, is this edited or not? And, you know, their responses have been like, no, that looks normal to me. So men are thinking that women are really looking like this. So then the women who aren't editing their pictures are maybe not getting that same attention because they're not looking how the edited ones are looking. So there's a bigger sort of standard that women need to try and keep up with to keep up with the men. Because of this as well, there's too many options online, and I feel like this is why a lot of relationships are failing, because people aren't willing to just work at something or build something with one person because there's too many options out there and it's too accessible. It's literally at your fingertips. When it comes down to men in dating apps, do I think that it works the same way? No, because women, whether you was on a dating app or whether it's in person, are still just going to be like have the same mindset towards the sort of men that they like anyway.
Well, I think it is the dating apps and social media is making people more insecure, so they're feeling like they need to do more. But with guys, it's a very baseline thing. It's if your face is clapped, then you know it's unfortunate. The only thing you can really do is go to the gym. With women though, I'm not saying men are not doing this, but it's definitely women doing it more. The level of deception online is insane. It is insane. It's going to the point now where I don't believe anything I see. If I see a girl online and I'm like, she looks like a 10, I'm taking 5 points off. Just by proxy. If I see a girl out and she looks like a 10, I'm taking 3 points off just because of makeup. Like you can't tell. You can't tell anymore. And that's not to say
But
that
women have always worn makeup.
no, they have always worn makeup, but as I've gotten older, I've become very aware of how much of a difference makeup can make for some people. It doesn't for all. I have loads of friends where they put makeup on, they don't really look any different when it comes off. And I've got friends where they put makeup on, they take it off, and I'm like,
What?
and I'm not slighting women for that. I'm not saying don't wear makeup either. I'm just, it is what it is. It is a bit of a mask. So I think that a lot of the guys that watch our videos will probably be like, Mike, what are you talking about? We already know that this is happening. We're not being duped by it. You guys are probably not being duped by it because you know, you watch our content, so you're probably locked into that sort of thing. But you got to think about all the people that are going and liking these pictures and saving these pictures and screenshotting them and sending them to their boys. They don't know. It's very easy to fool people. Like I just said, the gym influencer that I follow, because she does like anime workouts, I thought she looked a certain way, and then she removed the filter, and I was like, holy shit. So even I get fooled by it sometimes. And, you know, sometimes you're scrolling and you're not even really paying attention. You see someone, you're like, whoa. And then you're like, wait, hold on a minute. That can't be real.
I'll be honest with you. I even fooled myself sometimes.
You fooled yourself.
I fooled myself sometimes. Like,
That's a dark place.
honestly, this is why I've cut it all off. I don't take pictures of myself anymore. I literally got to a point where I was editing my pictures so much so that I actually started to believe that that was me, because I was used to seeing this edited version online all the time. And then I took a step back and I was like, but hang on a second, that does not look like me. That is not me. Do you know what I'm saying? And then that's when it really hit me and I took the step back. But for a moment, I believed that that was me, even though it wasn't.
I don't know why you put filters on your pictures. I don't get it.
I think for...
Look at your face. Smile for the camera. Stand up straight. Stand up straight.
Am I
Smile for the camera.
slouching? No. We're not about to do this.
I'm going to zoom in on editing.
No, please.
So take a good look at your face. But I get why you use filters. You don't need a filter.
Yeah, but everyone has their own insecurities.
But doesn't... You even tricked yourself. Doesn't that make you feel insecure that you don't know what you're looking at?
Well, the whole editing process made me feel even worse anyway, because then I was looking at it and I was like, I don't look like this, and I was sad because I wanted to look like that. So it was like a never-ending sort of loop of just negative emotions no matter what route I took.
And you know what the funniest thing is? The real version of you looks better than the AI version that you created.
Yeah,
the
but
version
that's...
on that you showed me in your pictures doesn't look like... It looks like a PS5 game.
Yeah, a lot of people say it looks animated, but just the way like the facial structure and everything went, I preferred the look of that. I would rather look like that.
You'd rather look like that than that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Can we edit in a picture of you like that next to you?
What, one of my edited pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, you can whack it in there.
Yeah, and then we'll see what people say. I guarantee they're going to
Right
agree with
here.
me. Yeah, it will just cover me up.
6. Looks is also becoming more important because women are exposed to more and more options daily. What's the fastest way to narrow down 100 options? Easy. Just get rid of anyone short, ugly, bald, and so on.
Okay, I think that works both ways.
Yeah, I don't see the problem with that. If you're unattracted to someone that is short, bald, or someone that you perceive to be ugly, I don't get why you should entertain that.
Regardless of that, though, I think men have just as much options as women these days, because there is social media and dating app platforms which didn't exist before. So there's just
They
more
don't have the
options
same-
you can get to.
They don't have the scale that women do, though. Because
The
women...
scale may not be the same, but there's still a lot of options out there.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's not to say that women are out here getting rid of every short option or every bald option, because there's some really good looking short guys out there, and there's some really good looking bald guys out there.
Would you date a really good looking short guy?
Yes, and I have done.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just asking. I'm just curious.
I'm not shallow.
The thing on this black pill video is that there are men out there doing that as well. Like, I know, like, most of my guys, they won't date heavy girls, we'll just say. They won't date bigger girls, right? A lot of them won't date girls that are taller than them. They won't go down that road. And that's completely fine. I don't see the problem with that.
I've had men tell me I'm too tall. That hurts. I like being tall anyway. I don't get offended. Like, that would be like someone calling you dumb when you know you're not dumb. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm tall. Yeah, I like being tall. I don't need no man's help getting anything off the top shelf. I do it myself. Now what? Do you know what I mean?
7. Any man an 8 or above in attractiveness will have the red carpet rolled out for him on online dating apps.
Well, duh. Like, but I don't.
It's the same for women.
This video is called 100 Black Pill Beliefs, and it's not that he's wrong. Like, guys that are more attractive and women that are more attractive are gonna have more people rolling out the red carpet for them. That's just the way it is. It's like that for everyone.
Yeah, men do the same to women as well. It's not just women doing it to men. It's just a way of life.
Yeah, I think they're disillusioned. Like, don't get me wrong, women that are lower down on like on the scale will get more attention. I would say like a woman that is a 5 will probably get more attention than a man that is a 6, just because guys are just throwing themselves at whatever they can get a lot of the time. Especially guys that don't get to interact with a lot of women and don't sleep with a lot of women. When you've slept with enough women, I think you kind of just, it's not that you become disinterested, but it's like what Andrew Tate said, you know, you sleep with so many women, you've experienced so many different things. You're not trying to smash all the time. It is a bit long. Sometimes you just want to chill. And I think because of that, like, it's not always the case. But with women, I do think that even when they're lower down, they do get an abundance of offers. But I don't see what the problem is here, because the reason that these women are getting the abundance of offers is because of us. We control that. If we weren't reaching out to 3s, 4s, and 5s, they wouldn't be getting the abundance. Even 8, 9s, and 10s. If they weren't getting so much attention and validation online from posting a bikini pic, they would stop doing it, because there'd be no money and no social currency involved in it. I understand when he says 8+ guys get all the attention, and I know why he didn't mention girls, because girls that are lower down on the scale still get a lot of attention.
Yeah, but
again, that's because of men.
I just sometimes don't know if it's the right type of attention, though. It depends on what we're going for here.
Yeah, it's probably not the right kind of attention. But at the end of the day, the reason the 4s and the 5s...
it's not real attention.
No, it's sexual attention. I'm just looking to smash. That's what. But like, if you're on Tinder, that is what it is. Like, even I know people like Hinge is the more classy one, but we all know what it is. Let's not be silly about this.
Okay, whoa.
Are you on Hinge?
No, I'm not on Hinge, but I have been on Hinge before. And I wasn't on there looking for guys to just sleep with.
But you know guys are looking.
Not every single guy, no.
I'm willing to bet the vast majority. On a dating app. This ain't someone you meet in a library.
I know plenty of people who have gotten into relationships and got married from meeting on dating apps.
No, I'm not saying that doesn't happen. I know people that have gotten into relations on dating apps. I got into a relationship off a dating app. But it's not very common.
No, I get that. I agree.
8. In contrast, any man between a 5 and 7 in attractiveness will struggle massively on online dating, getting barely any matches and scarcely getting replies to messages.
So was the other slide supposed to be the guys that are
the 8+?
Those are 8+s.
No, we haven't got into these ones, but the ones just before.
No, just the ones that was on the screen. Go back.
These are 5 to 7s.
5 to 7s.
What would you say? What would you rate these guys? In general, are they all like 5 to 7?
Between 5, right? So
I know which one you're going to say is the highest. I knew straight away.
This one I would say is a 7.
Yeah.
This one I would say is a 5. 5.
He's lower, isn't it?
4.
Oh.
3, 2.
Really? Well, I mean, that's your opinion. That's completely fine. I do think that, like, I've got male friends here that are like...
Don't show which ones I was saying.
Why not? They have to see. Why not? It's fine. It's your opinion. Like, I've said crazy things on this channel before about women.
That's mean.
It's not mean. You're allowed to rate.
I'm going to get grilled in the comments again.
No. They can't grill you in the comments for that. You're allowed to rate guys however you want. We rate women all the time. You're allowed to do that. Like, if they grill you in the comments for that, don't even pay attention. What was I saying? Yeah, I've got guys that are in that pool. I've heard them be considered by women as like 5s and 7s, and there is some truth to that. They don't get that much attention online, but there's other things you can do. Like these guys, for example, I don't know what their level of fitness is like. I'm willing to bet that if they went to the gym, they'd be able to improve their score. Like if you've got a ripped body, That's going to attract
Yeah.
more attention than when you're a 7 that isn't doing any work to improve yourself.
Yeah. If we're solely going just on looks, then yeah. But however, overall attractiveness and how you carry yourself and how you act as a person will boost your numbers up majorly anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think they're talking about initial.
Okay,
Initial, 'cause
okay.
initially you just look at the picture.
Then
that will-
yeah, yeah, muscle probably would help. Not saying you have to.
Muscle always helps, guys. Muscle always helps. Don't get me wrong. Like Sabi likes fat guys, but muscle always
I don't like
helps.
fat.
You said you like big guys.
Look, you know what it is.
You like
It's
a bit
okay.
of a beer belly.
Because you're a man, you can say yeah muscles, and then the minute a woman says it, that's when they get attacked because it's like, oh, this is it. You know what I'm saying? Like they feel like we're just not interested in them if they haven't got muscles. That video that me and Michael did, right, of Michael saying be the best you, go to the gym, and me saying do what you want to do. I got grilled by every guy in the comments because every guy seems to think that every girl only wants to go with muscles. And Michael's just said it about 10 times. It's not true that every single female feels that way.
No, it's not true. Every single female feels that way. I know loads of girls that like different looks. I know some girls, funnily enough, that do like bigger guys. It is rare, but it does happen. But I would say to guys that just go get muscles anyway. It will do wonders for you in
Can we
other.
Sorry.
You're gonna say something crazy.
No, I was just going to say, can we please just clarify? I don't like a big belly, like just a little belly, Michael.
What's a little belly?
Like just like a little pot belly.
Okay,
Like I'm not into,
you're gonna get bare big guys in your DMs.
I'm not into really big because I'm quite small as well. Do you know what I mean? Like
Get flattened.
I just, you know, anyway.
9. Any man below a 5 will get 0 matches for life.
Huh?
I don't know about for life. If you're considered less attractive, then obviously you're gonna get less matches. Let's not kid ourselves. If you look like, you know, Joe Schmo who has no chin and you're overweight and I don't know, you're balding, you're not taking care of yourself, you ain't brushing your teeth, whatever. I don't know, man. A lot of this just seems defeatist. Like the way I look at it, right, is that I don't look at myself as a conventionally attractive person, but I knew that like there's other things I can do to make myself attractive to people, like going to the gym, getting a half decent body, and learning things. You know, like making people laugh goes a long way. It really, really goes a long way. Why are you laughing? Is that not true?
I don't know.
I'll say it.
No, you know what it is though? It's just so cliche. Like every girl says, yeah, I want a guy who's funny.
You don't want a guy that's funny?
Yeah, but it's not a make or break for me.
No, it's not a make
As long
or
as he
break.
treats me nice,
It adds to it though.
that's all that matters.
If he treats you nice and he's
And
funny,
he's funny, yeah, but you
that's a
can't
plus.
have it all. You got to make sacrifices somewhere.
why?
Because that's what everyone always tells me. Oh, you can't have it all.
You
Can I have it all then?
Of course you can.
Okay, that's
it
fine
it
then.
depends on how you
I'm
go
happy
about
with
it.
that.
But you can live a life where you have everything that you want.
Good looking, funny, intelligent, treats you like a princess, is good with your family, wants a future with you, loyal. What? You can have all that?
Of course you can.
What?
Yeah, it's gonna take a while to find it, but you'll find it if you look hard enough.
Well, this is it though. But then, as I've been told at my age, it's very difficult now to find
You're
that.
not
So
that
I
old.
mean, I can't have it all.
But you're not old. You have money. You've got a career. You ain't out here hoeing. You ain't got no kids. So you don't have much to worry about right now.
It's okay, Michael. I've swallowed the pill. I've accepted it.
With the black pill.
No,
You're a
that
femicide now.
hard pill to swallow. Absolutely not.
10. On online dating apps, 60% of likes go to the top 10% of men. 11. 80% of the matches go to the top 20%. 12. 95% of matches go to the top 50%. Therefore, 13. Just 5% of matches go to the bottom 50% of guys.
I don't know where he's getting those statistics from. He's just stating the obvious. Like, of course, if you find someone that's more attractive, you're going to like their pictures. If someone is deemed conventionally attractive by society standards, of course they're going to get more likes. I don't really understand why this is a black pill thing. Like, what I don't understand what they're even alluding to. Like, yeah, of course, we all know that. We're not black pilled. I don't even know how to like navigate that because it's so obvious. Of course, like a girl that, has, nice eyes and she's not fat and she's got nice hair or whatever, and she's in shape or whatever, she's going to get more likes than somebody that is overweight and not looking after themselves and doesn't have good facial structure. It sucks for that person, but there is things that they can do to improve their situation and garner more attention. And that goes for guys as well. Look, we weren't all blessed with nice faces, but you can go to the gym and get a good body.
Or you can go and get... I know.
What madness are you going to advise them to do?
I'm not advising no one to do anything.
What were you going to say?
But if you're not happy about things, you can change it. Not saying you should have to, because I'm one of them people that feels like you shouldn't have to, but you can.
Change what?
You could go get lip fillers.
No. We've got guys.
No.
This is about guys. This black
Okay.
pill stuff.
All right. Never mind.
What's the guy going to do? If his face is mashed up, his face is mashed up.
You could go groom his eyebrows, change his hair,
Change his hair.
maybe grow a bit of facial hair, maybe shave off a bit of facial hair. There's different things you can do.
What about
Just
if
play
you
around
can't?
with your look.
What if you can't grow facial hair?
Then sad times.
Then sad times. No, it's not sad times. Guys,
No, but hold up. Before everyone jumps at me in the comments.
you're really worried they're going to come at you.
Some men look nicer without facial hair.
Some. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Exactly. So
But-
it's not the end of the world whether you've got facial hair or not before everyone misinterprets that.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. Basically, just do what you can to make your situation better. There's always something you can do. For guys, it's very simple. Pick up heavy objects and put them down. That there's not really much else you can do in terms of looks. If you haven't got good features, if you haven't got good bone structure, there isn't much else you can do. There are some people that will argue, oh, even if I go to the gym, the way my body is built up it's just not going to look great.
Correct.
But it's going to look better than if you don't go to the gym.
Correct.
So even if you're not tall, even if you haven't got that V shape, even if you haven't got broad shoulders, it's okay or it might not be okay, but it's better than not going to the gym. If you go to the gym and pick up heavy objects and you run on the treadmill, you will look better than the version of you that is just sitting at home. I'm not saying that it's not harder being a 5'3" guy. I'm not saying it's not harder being a bald guy that is short and hasn't got good bone structure. I'm not saying that at all. Of course, I understand that. But don't have a defeatist mindset. We're going to end the video there because these are 100 beliefs, and we're going to do a part 2 on this later on and a part 3 until we finally get to the end. But the black pill movement just is so defeatist. I can't advise guys to just throw in the towel because they don't look like Johnny Depp or something. It's not that deep, guys. It's not that deep.
That's what I'm saying. I don't look like Margot Robbie, but I'm not going to let that defeat me.
Yeah, but to people at home, you look like a stereotypical.
No, I don't.
You do.
A stereotypical what? I didn't even let you finish.
Like you look like one of them girls that is out here rejecting bare guys. That's what you look like to people. Lost for words.
I guess I just have to take it as a compliment, but that's what other people think. That's not how I feel.
Well, I mean, you're not out here hoeing around, so that's a plus.
Ho, ho, ho.
Okay, cut the video off.